Yeah, it did not take very long, and it is exactly what everyone who thought they were so funny this morning was saying, except it's extremely real. A one-year deal for Antonio Brown with the New England Patriots. Yes, actually, the New England Patriots. It's a one-year deal with up to $15 million. Sources say he gets a $9 million signing bonus. And for Antonio Brown, who told me earlier this morning, no guarantee, no way. In other words, he needed guaranteed money. He now gets at least $9 million guaranteed with the Patriots in the form of a signing bonus. And think about what has just happened. One of the best offenses in the NFL, which added Josh Gordon now to start the season under Tom Brady, now has Antonio Brown still in his prime. Just an unbelievable day for the New England Patriots and the NFL.
And Ian, the last few days here in Oakland have felt like a lot longer, more like a year. But this deal with the Patriots, taking what seems like a blink of an eye, sources telling both Ian and myself quite a bit ago, a couple of hours ago, that this was coming down in the works. And sure enough, they made it work. And now he's headed to New England. Antonio posting on all of his social media profiles here a mock picture of him in a Patriots jersey, tagging Tom Brady on that as well. Meantime, here in Oakland, the guys are just 100% focused on moving forward. This is done. Obviously now completely turned the page. And speaking to the players in the locker room just a short time ago after practice, some of them expressed that, yes, it's disappointing. They wanted this to work out with Antonio, and although the team tried everything that it could, it just did not work. One of the captains, so one of the people who stood behind Antonio a couple of days ago when he apologized to the team, Tahir Whitehead, said, listen, all of us here were thinking team first. And when you have one guy who's not in that same capacity, well, then it was never going to work. So that's how they're thinking. They wish it could have worked out, but hey, this is where they stand now, and they're ready. They know that they still have a good team with or without Antonio Brown.
Yeah, David Carr said on our air earlier today that Derek had worked with Antonio Brown more than any wide receiver in his career in the offseason. He's relieved it's all over, but he did see a future. He did want to be successful with Antonio Brown, and he wishes him the best as well. And Ian, now people are wondering, AB's got the post of him in a Patriots jersey. Weird to say. When will he actually be able to play in that Patriots jersey?
He is not able to play this week. So even though he has now agreed to terms with the New England Patriots in advance of tomorrow night's game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, his old friends, he is actually not allowed to play because there's no more transactions now, so this cannot be official until after the game. Now, the question really is he going to be on the sideline? He's not allowed to be with the team on the sideline, but what we don't know is there anything stopping him from just getting a guest pass and hanging out and waving to some of his old friends in the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform and cheering on his new friends, the New England Patriots, still trying to figure that out. But either way, he cannot actually play tomorrow for the Patriots.
And MJ, the players, it feels like they just got finished reacting to Antonio Brown no longer being with the team. Have you gotten any early reactions to him going to New England? And if not, what do you think those reactions might be like?
A lot of the guys were actually confident in thinking that it was not going to take very long for him to get signed by a new team. I can't imagine they thought it would be this fast, having seen him less than 24 hours ago here at the facility. But, hey, they knew that somebody would pick him up, surely because of the talent that he brings to the team. So I would imagine that they sort of saw that this would come down sooner rather than later.
And Ian, the speculation, of course, the joke always is that Bill Belichick's going to sign somebody for some advanced scouting. Do you think perhaps that could have possibly played a role with the Pittsburgh Steelers coming?
I would say no. And I'm not sure the Patriots really need help with any advanced scouting. One thing that Tom Brady has always been, it's confidence, incredible confidence against this Steelers defense. But the Patriots actually did have some interest in Antonio Brown when the Steelers were, seemingly ready to trade him and, looked all around. I didn't imagine that the Steelers would ever seriously consider trading him to the Patriots, but at the very least, the Patriots had some interest. This is no doubt, Patrick, a guy that Bill Belichick has had his eye on a long time. The kind of guy who never, ever becomes available unless you consider just crazy extenuating circumstances, which I'm pretty sure just happened because literally everything that's gone on in the last week or so has been completely crazy. And the fact that he ends up with the Patriots is like the sixth craziest thing that's happened recently.
Yeah, in a world where everything seemed to not make a lot of sense, we finally got to this conclusion, which seems to make a whole lot of it.